Hello, hello. What is the worst kind of content? So it's pretty simple, really. The worst kind of content is the content that you don't actually put out there. It's the kind of content that never sees the light of day. So are there specific topics that if you did put out there, they would be not very effective? Sure. But then you'd at least get some feedback, okay? This didn't really resonate. Does that mean I need to talk about it more? Does this mean I need to never talk about it again? And you can gauge the reactions. Does this mean I need to put it in front of more people? But when your content is not put out there at all, then you don't get any feedback. So let's talk about this a little bit. My name's Andrea Dell. If this is your first video with me, welcome. I'm the secret weapon of high-octane, mission-driven entrepreneurs who need relationship-building, income-producing written content, don't have time to do it themselves. I also coach up-and-coming entrepreneurs how to create their own content because many people aren't in a position to work with their own copywriter at that point. So, not on an ongoing basis. And the worst kind of content. So, something that I encounter over and over in the people that I coach to create their own content is that they're worried about what people will think. And so they either never create it, or if they do, it doesn't see the light of day, rarely, until they begin to just do it and get some feedback. And I get it because when I first started my business back in late 2017, my copywriting business, I was terrified to be seen. I ghostwrite, so I write in other people's voices and in mine, but I got started writing in other people's voices. And there was a lot of responsibility in that because you have this huge responsibility of communicating with someone else's audience in someone else's voice, kind of bringing it through you and out into the email or wherever it is, the video script, so on and so forth. But when it's you, and in your voice, people know it's you, then that layer of, you don't have that layer of, it's someone else's voice, so blah, blah, blah. It's you. And there can be a lot of discomfort and feelings of vulnerability in that. And what helps me to get past that is to remember the people that my message can reach. The people that, yes, someone else might say the same thing as me, blah, 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 but it will come from them, not me. There are people that will resonate with me that won't resonate as well with anyone else. And it's the same with you. If you have a message to share, you're wanting to build a business, you're wanting to make a difference in the world, there are people that even if you're talking about something that others have talked about, it's still unique to you because it's coming from you. And I'm not talking about ripping off someone else's message or anything, but I'm talking about remembering that the filter that it comes from, in this case you, is going to help it land with people who are going to resonate with you more than any other human on the planet. And that's why it's so important to remember that, to help you get out of your own, but what if people judge me, but what if this, what if that? Well, what if you don't put your message out there and the people who need it don't find it? What then? You got to decide which of these what ifs is more important to you, right? And I experience this on a regular basis, so I totally get it, and I've come a long way from where I started. If you saw the first live video I ever did, it's just totally different. I mean, it's still me sitting here talking to the camera, but I was so terrified that I just was sitting there like a talking mannequin, basically, just blah, blah, blah. And it took practice and wanting to show up for the people that my message is right for and get outside my comfort zone, develop myself. I like that kind of thing. And so those were some of my reasons, but what are yours? What are the reasons that you have this calling on your heart, you have this message, you want to share it, but you're not sharing it? So who are you really showing up for here? Are you showing up for the people your message is not right for, or the people who need your message and who it is right for? Pretty obvious answer. By not showing up, you're showing up for the people that you're not a good fit for. They are dictating, you're allowing them to dictate whether you reach the people who are right for your message, right? So just think this through. Think about this, okay? The worst kind of content is the kind that never sees the light of day. Even bad content that doesn't land with anybody, at least you're putting it out there, getting some feedback. Content that never sees the light of day, you don't know. You don't know what it's going to do, and neither do, and it's not out there for people to find, so you'll never know. I get it. It's scary. It can be intimidating. We're hardwired to care what other people think because it's historically been critical to our survival to be in a community, and if the community doesn't like you, your literal life could be in danger. So I get it. And so what? It doesn't have to dictate whether you pull up YouTube and do a video or send an email, write your book, that kind of thing. Okay? So the worst kind of content. The content that never sees the light of day. Now, if the reason your content is not seeing the light of day is because you don't know what to write about, I can help you with that right now. So you can go to my website, AndreaDell.com. I'll put it in the description here. And I've got a free content 7-day email challenge, 7-day content accelerator. I'm going to give you 7 ways to take one content idea and turn it into 7 different topics that you can write or talk about in a video, even if you currently have no idea what to talk about. Okay, so again, my website, AndreaDell.com, and you'll see it right there. You can click sign up. You'll also activate a free account, free access to my Andrea Dell copywriting app, where there's more tips and training in there that you can check out. All right, so make sure your content sees the light of day, whether that means working on the confidence to put it out there regardless of any judgment you think you might get. A lot of times we blow that up a lot bigger than it actually turns out to be in reality, in my experience. And then if it's because you don't know what to talk about, then my 7-day content accelerator can help you. Check it out at my website, AndreaDell.com, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.